Hello everybody and welcome back to A Royal Reader. My name is Cece and today we're going to be talking about my physical TBR. A lot of these books on this shelf, on these shelves anyway, are unread. So there's a lot on here. I think there's gonna be probably over 100. Don't know if it's gonna be over like maybe 150. I don't think so. There's actually a lot of series on here that are also unfinished. So in the lineup, I guess you could say, I'm actually going to be including some of the books that I have read for series, but in order to actually continue and finish the series, I'll need to reread said series. Some of these will most likely be like the rereads that I have to complete in order to actually finish the series, like my City... what is it? Mortal Instruments series. I will most definitely have to reread at least the first 4 books before I continue on, because it's been literal years since I have read that series. Oh god, I'm trying to remember the last time I read that series. I think it was like in 2012? Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. So those are some of the rereads that I'll be including in my physical TBR, even though I have already read them. I don't really remember much about them, so hence why I'll be rereading them. There is a lot on here. Let me know if there are some books that I should probably prioritize more for this year, or just in general, just whatever you think I'm going to really enjoy, please do let me know. That being said, let's get into it. Good god.
Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Furyborn by Claire Legrand. Crescent City Book 1 House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. City of Bones Mortal Instruments Book 1 by Cassandra Clare. City of Ashes Mortal Instruments Book 2 by Cassandra Clare. City of Glass Mortal Instruments Book 3 by Cassandra Clare. City of Fallen Angels Mortal Instruments Book 4 by Cassandra Clare. City of Lost Souls Mortal Instruments Book 5 by Cassandra Clare. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This Savage Song by V.E. Schwab. A Darker Shade of Magic Book 1 in the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab. The Lost Hero Book 1 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. The Son of Neptune Book 2 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. The Mark of Athena Book 3 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. The House of Hades Book 4 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. The Iron King by Julie Kagawa Book 1 in the Iron Fae series. The Iron Daughter by Julie Kagawa, the second book in the Iron Fae series. The Iron Queen by Julie Kagawa, the third book in the Iron Fae series. The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. Moving into the physical TBR, we have Enchanter's Endgame by David Eddings, the 5th book in the Belgrade series. The Royal Assassin, Book 2 of the Farseid Trilogy by Robin Hobb. Assassin's Quest, Book 3 of the Farseid Trilogy by Robin Hobb. The Inheritance Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. Sabriel by Garth Nix. The Witcher, Time of Contempt by Andrzej Sapkowski. The Witcher, Baptism of Fire by Andrzej Sapkowski. The Witcher, The Tower of the Swallow by Andrzej Sapkowski. The Witcher, The Lady of the Lake by Andrzej Sapkowski. The Lord of the Rings Trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. Prized War by Nina Varela. Gemina, The Illuminae Files Book 2 by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Obsidio, The Illuminae Files Book 3 by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Aurora's End, the 3rd book in the Aurora cycle by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. The Desert Prince by Peter V. Brett. The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. His Dark Materials Trilogy by Philip Pullman. The Blood of Olympus, Book 4 in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard, Final Empire, Book 1 in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, The Well of Ascension, Book 2 in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, The Hero of Ages, Book 3 in the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings, Part 2, Book 1 in the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson, Starsight, Book 2 in the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson, Wallbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, Godsgrave, Book 2 in the Nevernight Chronicles by J. Kristoff, The Dragon Republic, Book 2 in the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang, The Burning God, Book 3 in the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang, A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, A Storm of Swords, Part 1, Steel and Snow by George R.R. Martin, A Storm of Swords, Part 2, Blood and Gold by George R.R. Martin, A Feast for Crows by George R.R. Martin, A Dance with Dragons, Part 1, Dreams and Dust by George R.R. Martin, A Dance with Dragons, Part 2, After the Feast by George R.R. Martin, Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin, Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, The Ruin of Kings by Jen Lyons, The Name of All Things by Jen Lyons, Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty, The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty, Clockwork Angel, Book 1 in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, Clockwork Prince, Book 2 in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, Clockwork Princess, Book 3 in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, City of Heavenly Fire, Book 6 in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, Lady Midnight, Book 1 in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, Lord of Shadows, Book 2 in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, Queen of Air and Darkness, Book 3 in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan and Maureen Johnson, Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, Maureen Johnson and Robin Weisserman, The Diviners, Book 1 by Libba Bray, Lair of Dreams, Book 2 in the Diviners series by Libba Bray, Before the Devil Breaks You, Book 3 in the Diviners series by Libba Bray, The King of Crows, Book 4 in the Diviners series by Libba Bray, The Midnight Lie by Marie Rutowski, The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Discovery of Witches, Book 1 in the All Souls Trilogy by Deborah Harkness, Lovely War by Julie Barry, The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch, The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, Lady Helen and the Dark Days Pact by Alison Goodman, Lady Helen and the Dark Days Deceit by Alison Goodman, The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman, Book 1 in the Blood of Gods and Royal series, The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood, The Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron, The Iron Trader, The Lost Prince, The Iron Warrior, Shadow of the Fox, Soul of the Sword, Night of the Dragon, all by Julie Kagawa, Vengeful by V.E. Schwab, Our Dark Duet by V.E. Schwab, A Gathering of Shadows, Book 2 in the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab, A Conjuring of Light, Book 3 in the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab, Girl Serpentthorn by Melissa Bashardoust, Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna, The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross, The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen, Iron Widow by Zoran J. Zhao, Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rash and Kristen Simmons, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, The Left-Hand Booksellers of London by Garth Nix, The Other Side of the Sky by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson, We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, Legendborn by Tracy Dion, These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, Ninth House by Lee Bardugo, Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo, Crown and Feathers by Nikki Powell Preto, Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin, A Touch of Ruin by Scarlett St. Clair, A Touch of Malice by Scarlett St. Clair, Kingsbane by Claire Legrand, Lightbringer by Claire Legrand, Incendiary by Zoraida Cardrova, Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, The Iliad by Homer, Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, Orlando by Virginia Woolf, As You Like It by William Shakespeare, Othello by William Shakespeare, Richard III by William Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Paradise Lost by John Milton, Emma by Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, The Odyssey by Homer, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, The Divine Comedy by Dante, translated by Clive James, Beloved by Toni Morrison, Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong, Dark Rise by C.S. Picard, The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi, Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi, The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh, The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh, The Heart Forger by Rin Chupeco, The Shadow Glass by Rin Chupeco, The Silvered Serpents by Roshani Chokshi, The Damned by Renee Ahdieh, The Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh, Smoke in the Sun by Renee Ahdieh, Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir.
So that's my entire TBR. Bit intense. Like I said previously, if any of these you think I will really enjoy, let me know which ones I should prioritize. Let me know if there are any books on here that you think I should probably get rid of, maybe. And yeah, if you want to see some reading vlogs with these, let me know down below. I could do like a series in a week if it's not too long. Like, don't expect me to try and finish the Mistborn series in a week, because that's impossible, okay? If you enjoyed this video, then do give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of me, then do be sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter. Links are always down in the description box below. If you'd like to see more videos as well, do be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay notified for when I upload. And that is pretty much it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in another video later on.